Hi there, my name's Andrew. I'm a filmmaker based in Melbourne, Australia. I wanted to invite you all to an event that's happening worldwide. Now, whenever I mention the word Fukushima, the Fukushima disaster, the nuclear disaster, a lot of my friends and acquaintances, they tend to say the same thing. They say, I haven't heard of Fukushima for a while. I wonder what happened to that story. It seems to have been buried under the carpet. And then we switch on to talking about football. How was the game? How was how are your kids going? So it's a quick segue out of that topic. But the same remark is, yeah, well, I wonder what happened to Fukushima. They don't report it anymore. And you know, myself, a lot of others have been very we've stayed in tune with this disaster, because it is such a it is an unmitigated, unprecedented environmental disaster. Now, any way you look at it, I don't know what you do personally. If you're a business person, a professional, you're a labourer, you're whatever you do, you're a homemaker, whatever you do, I can't tell you how to do your job and you know, tell you what you should be focused on. You know, daily lives, you know, our bosses, or if you're in business for yourself, we tend to look at what we call, you know, sort of the bottom line. You know, what is reality for us? Is it a, you know, like a spreadsheet? Is it a profit and loss statement? Is it our son's report card? Those things tend to be our bottom line. You know, what is reality? And I would dare posit to you, or propose it to you, that the Fukushima disaster should be written large across anything that you're focusing on, be it your bottom line, whatever that is, because at some stage, you know, we'll grow old, and our children will have to take on the mantle of taking over this custodianship of this planet. And the Fukushima disaster is just it's getting worse and worse. It takes time for the radiation to work its way into the system. We have, you know, it's a complete blackout by the media. We have, you know, more than strong evidence. The coast of North America is being bombarded with radiation. We have mutations happening amongst the Japanese population near the Fukushima area, and they're not being evacuated. We have contamination of the food supply, especially in Japan and North America. It's bioaccumulating. It'll manifest itself in mutations, in dramatic ways, in mutations in the animals. It has done already. We see melting sea stars, mutated whales. We see a lot of illnesses and thyroid cancers, thyroid abnormalities in Fukushima and California, West Coast American California, West Coast children in North America. On top of the fallout from the atomic tests that took place from 1945 until about 1980, and this has manifested itself in the cancer epidemic we see today. You know, 20, 30 years ago, when a child had cancer, doctors flew around from across the world to see this, because it was such a rare occurrence. Now, you know, we have children dying of cancer. It's sort of a it's almost epidemic. Not to mention the adult cancers and people who are in their 20s, 30s, and of course those much older. But there's an epidemic of cancer and leukemia, you know, across this planet, and that's born of the radiation, born of disasters like Fukushima, Chernobyl, and also the worldwide fallout, the worldwide nuclear tests that took place for decades after World War II. So I would invite you all to check out the information. Please don't take it from me, of course. I made a number of films about the Fukushima disaster and how it's destroying this planet. Please look at the links below and have a look at those. I'm tied in with some very credible people who have been following this disaster and the dangers of nuclear power for decades, basically. So on March 11th, or the weekend following March 11th, I invite you all to attend these Fukushima awareness events happening worldwide. Please look at the Facebook link and join the people raising awareness there. It's important that we get out on the street and make sure we protest and make others aware of what is happening, because I don't think this battle will be won on the computer by signing petitions. That's all nice. It's important we are on the internet and on YouTube, etc., but we need worldwide popular support and awareness of what is going on, because the governments as they are, well, they won't do anything really, even if it's a good idea for them. The nuclear industry is that strong, the military industrial complex as well. So just as a suggestion, when we hit the streets and show our banners and so forth, it's a really good idea, I think, to use the power of the image and the power of words. So images, depending on the image, they can be very, they can cut to the chase of what is going on, and we use people's curiosity to really get people thinking. If they won't cotton on, they'll remember something they saw, be it an image, and also keywords. Keywords are very important. I just think the normal anti-nuclear image of like this, these are a little bit cliched now. They're important to use as an adjunct or as an aside, but we have prima facie images of what is really happening, and those, dare I say, should be used to the maximum and in the forefront of any awareness event, because images are very powerful. Governments and the military, advertisers, the media, they use the television, they use force to force feed us what they think is the true state of the world. And what we can do is fight back with image and take use people's curiosity. People are curious creatures. That's how they get reined into sports and mass culture. But images retain their power through their authenticity and their ability to pierce through mistruths and spin and so forth. So look at the links below at this Facebook link. You can join an existing protest wherever you are around the world, be it Amsterdam or Melbourne or New York. Let's put these images on banners and really get people thinking about what is truly a great disaster, environmental disaster. If you're by yourself, I don't think that's really an excuse. I could be by myself protesting as well in Melbourne. If you think of people who did it alone, you can think of Jesus, Rosa Parks. These people did not wait on, or Gandhi. These people did not wait on collaborators necessarily in the beginning to really spread their message, because this trumps all other things, dare I say. So really think about what's important to you, the survival of this planet. Maybe not. Some of you are not Greens at all. I mean, this is not really about being a Green or not. Whether you identify as being, a Green voter, or it's about whether you're a business person or you're a hippie. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is the survival of this planet. From which we were all birthed. We all depend on the environment for our survival, and if we didn't have worms in the ground, insects in the air, honeybees, clean air, this world would be not very much worth living in. So I hope you've been informed a little bit about what's happening at Fukushima. The radiation is circling the northern hemisphere. It'll reach the southern hemisphere as well. It's at least 4 reactors, each of 100 tons of spent nuclear fuel. Some of it is, quite a bit of it is MOX fuel. It's highly deadly. Bioaccumulates in the system and reduces lives from what they should have been to 70 years to 30, 35 years of age, and it's killing children. It's mutating fetuses, and will continue to do so. This is not something that runs out of ammunition. It keeps killing and recycling through the atmosphere and through the biosphere and the ground soil for thousands, sometimes millions of years. So yeah, I hope you will stay informed. My name's Andrew. Please subscribe to my channel. Look at the links I'm providing here. If you're a business person, again, if you have to make a lot of hard decisions about you know, company profitability, looking at the shareholders, keeping them happy, this really, I would just say that compared to this, that is a false reality. A lot of you have to make very hard-nosed decisions. Well, look at the data and really study up hard, because this is something that it's not, you know, should hit any kind of self-interest. If you're an altruistic person, it'll hit that as well. We're all in this together. Governments and the media don't have an interest in presenting the truth to you. They want to keep you looking for share value and keep you worried about your retirement fund. But what's the use of the retirement fund if you know, our children go kaput and we die early from a highly radioactive death? And this extends out further than Fukushima, of course, because there are scores of nuclear reactors that are of the same design in the United States and around the world. There are, again, scores of nuclear reactors with storages of nuclear fuel rods with 60s and 70s, 1970s age technology, with about 4 times, at least 4, 5, 6 times the number of fuel rods that were expended in Fukushima. So you think of freak weather events, earthquakes, terrorism even, government terrorism, and you know, there you have another Fukushima. An even worse situation. I mean, Fukushima threatens to end life on the planet Earth as we know it. So there are literally scores of these nuclear plants with, you know, storages of nuclear fuel. So please look into that. Look into the movies. If you've ever crammed for an exam, please cram for this one. It's not an exam you have to take, but it's you know, but it's one that, being a member of the human species and a member of this world, it's something you may have to think about deeply, dare I say. So this is me signing out. Good to see you all on YouTube and other video channels. Please send me a message if you'd like, and I wish you all a good day.